What's going on, guys? This is Paul. I am the LoFi Trumpet guy. I've changed everything over to the LoFi Trumpet guy YouTube channel because I don't use my personal one. So everything is now branded as LoFi Trumpet guy. Woohoo! So this is a midnight session. It's literally about to turn April 23rd, so I figured I'd just put it as April 23rd. Been busy today. I did a lot of business with my gaseous media thing, and did a lot of had to do some work on my trumpet. It was leaking a little bit. Yes, mistakes were made when I was working on this, but we fixed it. The lead pipe, we got that all fixed, so now it's nice and plush, and so there's no air leaking. This excuse me, the I am sponsored by Mahler Baroque Brass Instruments out of Chicago, currently headquartered in Altoona, Pennsylvania. We're about to get a shop space, so I am super excited for that. I do apprentice with the company under David Mahler, and he's been teaching me how to hand make instruments using 17th century techniques, so that's very exciting. This trumpet is handmade. I handmade this trumpet myself with his help. Ew, that's gross. So you can see here, it's definitely handmade. You can get a look inside my bell there in the hole, my hole. That didn't sound right, but yeah. So it's definitely handmade. You can see the crook. This stuff is so cool, guys. And this thing plays better than anything on the market. It's a professional horn. Basically, you have to hear the pitch in your head to be able to play these things. Otherwise, it's not going to do the work for you. If you're a trumpet player, you know what I mean. So I also make my own valve caps. So you can see there, those are inlaid amethyst crystals. So, well, it's a little hard to see there, but so I do make them. Hit me up if you want some. We can work out a deal. So if you're new to this channel and you don't know what I do, essentially, all I do is I stream lo-fi music from the Lo-Fi Girl channel. Previously was Chilled Cow. It's run by a guy named Dimitri out of Paris, I believe. And the guy just has like a massive library of lo-fi music. He must have a license or something, but none of us make money off of ads or anything for this stuff. It's just literally for listening pleasure. Another update, I did get contacts, so if I look a little red-eyed, it's because I've had a long day and I haven't quite put my glasses on yet, so woo. So basically the way this goes, I'm probably gonna play for like a half hour tonight. Play some lo-fi music, turn on the reverb, I just improvise over it. I'll stop, chat with you a bit, and then we'll just jump back and forth for a little bit. So I'm the Lo-Fi Trumpet guy. Enjoy. Okay, so that was my first few songs there. The way this playlist seems to work is it does play through entire songs, but sometimes it'll like cut in the middle of them. There's not somebody right behind the mic, or excuse me, not the mic, behind the channel actually changing this stuff around. I guess it's just on autoplay from a huge list of lo-fi tracks that someone compiled. So who knows? All I know is it's all really good music. So if you listen to the music, lo-fi is a very unique genre that I don't think any other genre, I mean, they come close. There's chill hop, there's smooth jazz, hip hop. So to me personally, lo-fi is kind of like a fusion between smooth jazz and hip hop, right? I explain this in every episode, and the reason I do is because this is a new channel, so new people are coming on board and listening to me play. As of the video today, I have 19 subscribers. Whew, that's a lot of people. So essentially, I am slowly starting to grow my fan base. Just people who like to hear me play over the stuff, which is great. There are also people who don't like that, and that's great too. Haters gonna hate, right? So, they're all sax players. So, let's see here. Let me think. I'm just gonna say something. I'm trying to think of what it was. Is it on my phone? No. Alright, so maybe talk about myself for a second, since this is all about the music and my experience with it. I grew up playing the trumpet since I was 8 or 9 years old. Here in Altoona, Pennsylvania. I've moved out of this city several times, and it always seems to bring me back. Altoona, Pennsylvania is like a black hole, guys. It's like almost impossible to leave. But you know, as I get older, the city starts to have a little bit of a charm. You start to see some of the history behind it, and the art community is coming together. I've started to get involved with some of the local music groups. Mahler Brass Instruments is my hat crooked? Yeah. Mahler Brass Instruments, we're getting embedded into the community more. People know me, so see that picture of that fine fellow here? That was me in the Marines boot camp. And yeah, believe it or not, I was actually 80 pounds lighter. So slowly working on that. It's not my biggest concern right now, of course, but I would like to get back to my boot camp weight. You know, I call it my sexy weight. So I don't know. If confidence is sexy, wait till you see me when I'm skinny. Just kidding. Just kidding. That sounds dumb. Having a community of active artists. That's what I wanted to say. You'll have to forgive me. It's late. I've been up for a long time. It's important. The arts enrich people. I forget who said this or what context it was in, but basically a society that doesn't have an active arts presence is not a society at all. That's how you know civilization is there, is the human beings are doing art. Whether it's music, painting, drawing, acting, whatever it is in the creative endeavors, if there's a swath of humans doing it, you have a good civilization and you have a society. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and play my second set here to whatever songs decide to pop up on this live stream. So here we go. And no, I'm not stoned. I don't... I would not do that on a stream. It's okay, I swear. My brain. I'll tell you what, guys. I am pooped. I gotta say, it took me a little while because I was changing my YouTube channel. Yes, this is an excuse. Because I was changing my YouTube channel, I had to wait a little bit for YouTube to kind of move everything over, but I still wanted to do the stream tonight, so looks like we're about 25 minutes in. That's okay. I'm happy with that for tonight. I did 2 sets, talked to you about 3 times, but that's okay. So these are just chill sessions. They're mini sessions. I haven't really done full-length sets. I think I'm gonna launch another series that does like my personal compositions, and that'll be really fun. Actually, I can't wait for that. Yeah. So I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, you guys know where I sleep now. Right there. I'm gonna sleep right there. That's my bed, which I make every day because you're supposed to, and it's good discipline. It makes you feel like you did something. Here's a fun thing that has nothing to do with trumpet at all, but it also has everything to do with trumpet. Oh my god. All right. This is my to-do list. So every day I write a list of things that I have to do for the day. If I don't have a to-do list, nothing gets done. I mean, some things do. I'll make my bed because it'll bug me. I'll wake up, grab some coffee, do my morning routine. But unless there's something pressing, if I don't prepare something for the day, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't, and that's the reality of it. So, that includes practicing my trumpet. I have a stand here that you can't really see off camera, but there's music. I practice my music. I still practice. Even the pros practice. I should say you can't become a pro if you don't practice, so practice, practice, practice. Before I go, I do want to mention that if you are a trumpet player or you want to become a trumpet player, I am offering lessons. So lessons are $15 for 30 minutes or $30 for 60 minutes. And that's pretty cheap. I mentioned this in one of my videos. I'm not trying to rob wallets here. I know it's tough out there and it's less than what most people are charging for the trumpet. I could easily be charging $50, $60 an hour. But heck, I could probably charge you $100 an hour. But I keep it low because it's not about the money. It's about teaching you guys how to play. And you know what? If you play another instrument, if you play saxophone, if you play trombone, I can read all the clefs. I know all the keys, because that was kind of like my job as a musician to know all that stuff. So I didn't get that music degree over there for nothing. In the wonderful Berklee College of Music. So, but yeah, if you play an instrument, especially trumpet, and you want to learn how to improvise over music, hit me up. I should really create a thing here with my email, but LoFi Trumpet Guy at gmail.com. And you hit me up or message me. I'll get back to you within a couple hours, unless I'm sleeping in that bed. Okay, so I'm pretty attentive to all my social media stuff. Or you could go look me up on Facebook, Paul Casserly. That's Cassarly. So, or you could go to mahlerbrass.com and reach out to David Mahler if you'd like a handmade trumpet. I could keep plugging stuff in here. I'm just rambling because I'm tired. So, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.